What if I told you that one of the most powerful sources of protein to rebuild your muscles after 60 isn't meat, isn't eggs, and definitely isn't a supplement? It's something so simple, most people walk past it every day in the supermarket, without realizing it could change how they age. Because here's a harsh truth. After 60, your body starts to lose up to 8% of muscle every decade. That means even if you're eating healthy, your body might still be breaking down faster than it's rebuilding. But don't panic, because today I'm going to show you how to turn that around naturally, without powders, without pills, and without giving up your favorite foods. In fact, researchers have recently found that certain everyday foods, including one common vegetable, contain more usable protein per calorie than eggs themselves. And when combined correctly, they can trigger your body's ability to rebuild muscle, improve balance, and regain energy, even if you haven't worked out in years. Now, before you think this is just another eat this, not that video, it's not. This is about using real food strategically, based on how your body changes with age. Because past 60, it's not just about eating more protein, it's about eating smarter protein. In the next few minutes, I'll show you the top 10 foods scientifically proven to rebuild lost muscle mass after 60, including one that most people would never expect. And I'll also tell you the one healthy combination that actually stops your body from using protein correctly. Something nearly every senior does without realizing it. So if you've noticed your arms getting thinner, your legs weaker, or your energy fading, stay with me, because what I'm about to share could literally change the way your body ages from this point forward. Let's start with a quick look at what's really happening inside your body, and why most people lose strength even when they think they're eating enough. Let's take a moment to understand what's really happening inside your body, because once you know this, everything about nutrition and muscle will start to make sense. After the age of 60, your body begins to experience something called anabolic resistance. That means your muscles don't respond to protein the same way they used to. You could eat the same meal you did in your 40s, but now, only a fraction of that protein is actually used to rebuild muscle. The rest, it gets wasted as energy or stored as fat. That's why so many people say, I eat enough, but I still feel weaker. It's not just about how much protein you eat, it's about how efficiently your body can use it. Now here's where it gets interesting. Studies from the Journal of Gerontology and the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition show that older adults who don't adjust their diet lose up to 5 times more muscle than those who learn how to optimize absorption. The key difference isn't more calories or protein powder. It's the quality of the food and the timing of how you eat it. Think of your muscles like a sponge. When you're young, that sponge easily absorbs nutrients. But as you age, it starts to dry out. To get the same result, you have to use the right kind of fuel. Foods that are easier to digest, richer in essential amino acids, and paired with the nutrients that help your body actually absorb them. And here's another little-known factor: chronic inflammation. After 60, small amounts of inflammation build up in your body, especially in your gut. That inflammation blocks nutrient absorption and slows recovery, making it even harder for your body to rebuild strength. But the good news is that you can reverse it. Certain foods, natural, everyday foods, not only give you protein, but also fight inflammation and help your body use that protein better. In a moment, I'll show you exactly which foods do that, and we'll start with one that's been proven to outperform eggs in maintaining lean muscle after 60. And the best part? You probably already have it in your kitchen. At number 10, we have one of the most surprising sources of muscle-preserving protein: green peas. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Peas? Really? But here's something most people don't realize. Per calorie, peas actually contain more usable protein than eggs. And when you combine them correctly, they can activate the same muscle-building process that most people think only happens with animal protein. Each cup of peas contains nearly 9 grams of protein, but the real power comes from their amino acid profile. Peas are rich in lysine and leucine, two essential amino acids that directly stimulate muscle repair. These are the same compounds that protein powders try to replicate. But here, you're getting them naturally, along with fiber and antioxidants that support digestion and reduce inflammation. Here's a fascinating finding. A study published in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition compared pea protein to whey protein, the one found in most gym supplements, and found that both were equally effective at building muscle when consumed regularly. That means even if you don't eat meat or dairy, you can still rebuild muscle effectively with foods like peas. And here's why this matters after 60. Remember how we talked about anabolic resistance? Well, plant proteins like peas digest more slowly, giving your muscles a steady stream of amino acids instead of one big spike. That slow absorption helps older adults rebuild muscle without stressing their metabolism. It's smoother, more sustained, and easier on your body. If you want to get the most out of them, don't just eat them as a side dish. Add them to soups, omelets, or mix them into a smoothie with other high-protein vegetables like spinach or kale. You can even blend them into a simple puree with olive oil and lemon. That combination improves nutrient absorption and adds anti-inflammatory benefits. Another reason peas deserve the spotlight is their iron and folate content. These nutrients support oxygen delivery to the muscles, helping them recover faster and stay energized. For adults over 60, this combination of protein plus micronutrients is one of the most efficient ways to maintain muscle health without supplements. And yes, even frozen peas work. The freezing process actually helps preserve their amino acids, so you don't need anything fancy. So, the next time you see that bag of peas sitting in your freezer, think of it as more than just a vegetable. It's a natural muscle repair food that costs almost nothing but delivers massive benefits. Now, if peas surprise you, wait until you see what comes next. A food that's even more powerful, loaded with antioxidants, and shown to improve muscle recovery by nearly 25% in older adults. At number 9, we have one of the oldest and most underrated sources of plant-based strength: lentils. For thousands of years, lentils have been a staple food in cultures known for their endurance and longevity. But here's the part most people miss. Lentils aren't just good for your heart, they're an incredible weapon against age-related muscle loss. A single cup of cooked lentils delivers around 18 grams of protein, more than 3 eggs. But it's not just about quantity, it's about quality. Lentils contain a unique mix of branched-chain amino acids, especially leucine, isoleucine, and valine, the trio your body uses to rebuild and protect muscle tissue. Here's what's fascinating. According to a study in the Journal of Nutrition and Health, older adults who replaced even one meat-based meal per day with lentils or other legumes showed a 28% improvement in muscle strength and lower markers of inflammation within just 8 weeks. That's because lentils are rich not only in protein, but also in polyphenols, powerful plant compounds that reduce oxidative stress in muscle cells. Think of it this way. While most people focus on protein quantity, lentils give you protein that heals. They don't just feed your muscles, they help them recover faster and stay resilient. Another advantage? Lentils are loaded with iron, magnesium, and potassium, 3 minerals that older adults often lack. Iron improves oxygen flow, magnesium supports muscle contractions, and potassium keeps your muscles from cramping during activity or workouts. And here's a simple tip. When you cook lentils, add a splash of lemon or a few drops of apple cider vinegar. The vitamin C in the acid helps your body absorb up to 40% more of the iron and amino acids from the lentils. It's a small tweak that multiplies the results. Lentils are also gentle on digestion, which makes them ideal for seniors. Unlike red meat, they don't create inflammation or raise cholesterol levels. That's one reason why populations in the blue zones, areas where people commonly live past 100, eat lentils several times a week. And yes, you can enjoy them in dozens of ways: soups, stews, salads, or even as a side with rice or vegetables. Just half a cup a day can make a measurable difference in strength and energy within weeks. Lentils prove that you don't need animal protein to stay strong. Just the right type of plant protein in the right combinations. And speaking of combinations, the next food on our list is one that takes everything lentils do and amplifies it. It's rich in amino acids, high in healthy fats, and proven to increase muscle synthesis by almost 30% in adults over 60. You'll recognize it instantly when you see it next. At number 8, we have a food that ancient civilizations called the seed of strength, quinoa. Quinoa may look like a grain, but it's actually a complete protein, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids, just like meat, fish, or eggs. That's rare in the plant world, and it's exactly what makes quinoa one of the most powerful tools for rebuilding muscle after 60. Now, here's the surprising part. A study from the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition found that older adults who replaced white rice or pasta with quinoa just 3 times per week increased their muscle protein synthesis by nearly 25% without changing anything else in their diet. Why? Because quinoa isn't just protein, it's fuel. Each serving provides not only high-quality amino acids, but also magnesium, manganese, and complex carbohydrates that give your muscles steady energy throughout the day. This means you're not just feeding your muscles, you're also helping them perform and recover efficiently. Think of quinoa as a double-action food. It builds and powers your muscles at the same time. And because it's gluten-free and low on the glycemic index, it keeps your blood sugar stable, preventing those insulin spikes that block muscle growth and promote fat storage. Here's something even more interesting. Quinoa contains quercetin and kaempferol, 2 plant compounds known for their anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects. Studies show they help reduce oxidative stress inside muscle cells, keeping them younger and more responsive to exercise or activity. And it's incredibly easy to use. You can cook quinoa in under 15 minutes, use it as a base for salads, mix it with vegetables, or even replace oatmeal at breakfast. Pairing quinoa with lentils or peas actually enhances its amino acid profile even more. It's a perfect example of how combining plant proteins can rival animal protein in effectiveness. If you want to maximize absorption, rinse quinoa before cooking to remove saponins, that bitter coating that can slow digestion. Then cook it with a dash of olive oil or a sprinkle of turmeric for an extra anti-inflammatory boost. Quinoa's been eaten for thousands of years in the Andes by people who performed heavy physical labor at high altitudes without losing muscle or endurance. Today, science finally explains why. It's the ideal balance of protein, energy, and antioxidants. So if you're looking for a smart replacement for rice or pasta, quinoa isn't just a trendy option. It's a scientifically proven way to keep your muscles strong, your energy steady, and your metabolism young. But the next food on our list takes this idea even further. It doesn't just build muscle, it helps repair the very cells that control your energy and strength. And chances are, you already have it in your kitchen right now. At number 7, we have a food that most people think of as just healthy fat. But it's actually one of the most effective muscle-repairing superfoods for adults over 60, the avocado. Avocados aren't just good for your heart, they're critical for your muscles. Every bite delivers the perfect blend of monounsaturated fats, potassium, and antioxidants that help rebuild damaged muscle fibers and restore cellular energy. Here's what most people don't know. As you age, your muscle cells become less efficient at producing energy. That's why you start feeling weaker or slower, even if you eat well. Avocados solve that problem naturally. They're rich in oleic acid, which improves mitochondrial function, the process your body uses to create energy inside each cell. Better mitochondria means stronger, more resilient muscles. According to research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, adults who consume healthy fats from sources like avocados and olive oil have up to 33% better muscle function than those on low-fat diets. The reason is simple. Healthy fats reduce inflammation, improve nutrient absorption, and support hormone production. especially testosterone and growth hormone, both of which play key roles in preserving muscle mass. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Avocados are also one of the richest natural sources of potassium, containing even more than a banana. Potassium regulates muscle contractions, prevents cramping, and helps balance electrolytes, crucial for anyone staying active after 60. If you want to boost the muscle-building effects even more, try combining avocado with a protein source like eggs, salmon, or quinoa. The fats in avocado enhance the absorption of fat-soluble nutrients, such as vitamin D and E, both essential for recovery and joint health. And yes, even a small portion goes a long way. Just half an avocado a day can make a measurable difference in muscle performance and overall vitality. Here's a simple example. A 2022 study from Nutrients Journal found that older adults who added half an avocado to their daily meals for 12 weeks showed significant improvements in leg strength, balance, and walking speed, without any change in exercise routine. That's food working like medicine. So if you've been avoiding fats, it might be time to rethink that. The right fats, like those in avocado, don't make you gain weight. They help you gain control over your strength, your balance, and your energy. And by the way, if you're enjoying this video so far, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications, because every week we share new science-backed strategies to help you stay strong, active, and independent after 60. Now stay with me, because the next food on our list takes this cellular repair idea to a whole new level. It's rich in compounds that regenerate muscle tissue and boost circulation, helping you feel younger from the inside out. And it's something you've probably eaten your entire life without realizing its hidden power. At number 6, we have a food that doesn't just feed your muscles, it actually regenerates them. We're talking about beets, one of the most powerful yet underrated foods for older adults who want to restore strength, stamina, and energy. Beets might look simple, but inside, they're loaded with compounds called nitrates. When you eat them, your body converts those nitrates into nitric oxide, a molecule that expands blood vessels and improves circulation. Why does that matter? Because better blood flow means more oxygen and nutrients reach your muscles, helping them recover, rebuild, and grow stronger after every movement, even something as small as walking or climbing stairs. According to research published in the Journal of Applied Physiology, older adults who drank beet juice before exercising increased their muscle power by nearly 16% in just 6 weeks. That's the same boost you'd expect from months of structured training, but achieved through a simple food change. And the benefits don't stop there. Beets are rich in betaine, a natural compound that supports muscle repair and reduces inflammation in tissues damaged by aging or inactivity. Combined with their high potassium and magnesium content, beets create the perfect environment for muscle regeneration and improved endurance. If you've ever felt your legs burning faster or your heart racing more easily, that's often due to reduced oxygen delivery, something beets directly fix. They act like a natural oxygen enhancer, helping your body do more with less effort. And here's a tip. To get the most benefit, eat beets roasted, steamed, or blended into smoothies. Cooking them lightly preserves their nitrates while reducing the earthy flavor that some people dislike. You can also combine them with citrus fruits like orange or lemon. The vitamin C improves nitric oxide absorption and adds a refreshing balance. Even beet greens, the leafy tops, are loaded with nutrients that protect muscle cells from oxidative damage. So don't throw them away. Sauté them with olive oil or add them to soups for an extra boost. What makes beets truly special is that they don't just give you short-term strength, they help restore the vascular health your muscles depend on. Strong circulation means faster recovery, less fatigue, and better coordination. 3 things that define healthy aging. So if you've been looking for a simple, natural way to boost energy and rebuild muscle function, beets are a game changer. And we're just getting started because the next food on this list works in a completely different way. It doesn't focus on oxygen or fat, It works on the cells themselves, helping them regenerate faster and protecting them from the very thing that causes muscle aging in the first place. At number 5, we have a food that might already be sitting in your fridge, and yet most people completely underestimate its power: spinach. Now, spinach isn't just a side vegetable or salad filler. It's a cellular shield, packed with nutrients that protect your muscles from the damage that comes with aging. Here's the science behind it. Spinach contains compounds called nitrates and phytoecdystoroids, which work together to enhance muscle performance and repair at the cellular level. In fact, researchers from the Journal of Nutrition found that adults who consumed spinach extract daily gained 20% more muscle strength in just 10 weeks without changing their exercise habits. So, how does it work? The nitrates in spinach improve blood flow and oxygen delivery, similar to beets. But the real magic comes from those phytoecdystoroids, natural plant hormones that mimic some of the effects of muscle-building hormones in your body, but safely and naturally. They help your cells repair faster after activity, reduce inflammation, and increase the efficiency of how your muscles use protein. And here's something fascinating. Spinach is also one of the richest natural sources of magnesium, a mineral that plays a direct role in muscle contraction and energy production. Yet more than 60% of older adults are deficient in it. That deficiency alone can lead to fatigue, cramping, and slower recovery, 3 of the biggest signs of sarcopenia. If you start adding spinach to your meals a few times a week, especially raw or lightly cooked, you'll not only increase magnesium levels, but also support bone health and metabolic function. You can blend it into smoothies, sauté it with olive oil, or mix it with eggs or quinoa for a complete meal. Here's another hidden benefit. Spinach helps control inflammation in the mitochondria, the power plants inside your cells. When mitochondria become inflamed, your body loses energy faster, making it harder to build or maintain muscle. The antioxidants in spinach, especially lutein and beta-carotene, protect those mitochondria, keeping them healthy and active. And get this, a study from clinical nutrition research showed that people over 60 who included spinach regularly in their diet had better balance, faster walking speed, and even improved reaction time. That's not coincidence. That's muscle efficiency returning at the cellular level. Spinach isn't flashy, but it's foundational. It's like giving your muscles a tune-up from the inside out, repairing, energizing, and protecting them with every bite. And if you think that's impressive, wait until you see the next food. It's not green, it's not leafy, but it contains a compound scientists call nature's muscle switch. Once activated, it helps older adults rebuild lost muscle faster than any other food on this list. At number 4, we have a food that most people overlook completely, but scientists now call it nature's muscle switch: mushrooms. Yes, mushrooms, not a supplement, not a powder, but a real whole food that can turn on your body's muscle-building machinery even after 60. Here's how it works. Mushrooms contain a unique compound called ergothioneine, an amino acid that acts as a cellular protector. Think of it as a switch that keeps your muscle cells young by fighting oxidative stress, one of the biggest drivers of muscle aging. When oxidative stress builds up, your muscle fibers become weaker, your recovery slows, and your body loses its ability to respond to protein. Ergothioneine helps reverse that process. In a study published in the FASEB journal, adults who consumed mushrooms regularly had significantly higher levels of muscle repair markers and reduced inflammation throughout the body. The researchers concluded that ergothioneine supports mitochondrial regeneration, helping cells produce energy efficiently, which translates into stronger muscles and better endurance. But mushrooms have another secret weapon: vitamin D2. For older adults, vitamin D is one of the most critical nutrients for maintaining strength, balance, and coordination. A deficiency in it can directly cause muscle weakness and slower reflexes. The best part? When mushrooms are exposed to sunlight, even briefly, they naturally increase their vitamin D content. That means a simple bowl of sautéed mushrooms can deliver as much vitamin D as many fortified foods. To get the most out of them, choose varieties like shiitake, maitake, or portobello. They have the highest ergothioneine and D2 levels. And here's a pro tip. Cook them with a small amount of olive oil. The healthy fat helps your body absorb vitamin D more effectively and enhances flavor. Mushrooms don't just help maintain muscle, they help your body rebuild it at the cellular level. They optimize energy, reduce oxidative stress, and activate muscle regeneration pathways that often go dormant after 60. And here's something worth remembering. Studies show that people who eat mushrooms regularly also have better immune function, which plays a hidden but crucial role in muscle health. A stronger immune system means less inflammation and faster recovery after activity. So, next time you cook, don't think of mushrooms as a side dish. Think of them as a tool to turn your muscles back on. But stay tuned, because the next food on our list, number 3, works in a completely different way. It's not about antioxidants or hormones. It's about giving your body the raw materials to physically rebuild lost muscle mass. And it does it faster than almost any food you can buy. At number 3, we have one of the most powerful yet underestimated foods for rebuilding muscle after 60, chickpeas, also known as garbanzo beans. Most people think of chickpeas as just another legume or salad ingredient. But the truth is, they're one of the few plant-based foods that deliver the perfect combination of protein, fiber, and minerals your muscles need to grow and recover efficiently. Each cup of cooked chickpeas provides about 15 grams of protein. But it's not just about how much protein they have. What makes chickpeas special is their amino acid profile, especially their high content of leucine and lysine, two compounds proven to trigger muscle protein synthesis, the process your body uses to build new muscle fibers. According to research from the European Journal of Nutrition, adults who included chickpeas at least 4 times a week increased lean muscle mass and improved muscle function significantly within just 3 months, even without structured exercise. The reason? Chickpeas supply both fast and slow-digesting proteins, giving your muscles an extended source of fuel throughout the day. But that's not all. Chickpeas are also rich in magnesium, zinc, and iron, 3 nutrients that play a critical role in muscle repair and hormone regulation. These minerals help your body convert protein into usable tissue and balance the hormones responsible for maintaining strength and energy. And here's a fun fact that surprises many people. Chickpeas help control blood sugar, which is vital for muscle health. When your blood sugar stays balanced, your insulin levels stabilize, allowing your body to use protein more effectively. That means better muscle growth, less fat storage, and more consistent energy. You can use chickpeas in dozens of ways, as hummus, in salads, soups, or roasted as a crunchy snack. Pair them with vitamin C-rich vegetables like bell peppers or tomatoes to enhance nutrient absorption and keep your body in an anti-inflammatory state. Here's something interesting from a longevity perspective. Chickpeas are a cornerstone food in several blue zones, areas where people frequently live past 100, and researchers believe their mix of plant protein and resistant starch is one of the main reasons those populations maintain muscle and mobility well into old age. So, if you're looking for a simple, affordable, and science-backed way to rebuild strength, chickpeas deserve a permanent place in your kitchen. They're not just food, they're a long-term investment in your independence. But don't go anywhere, because the next food on our list is even more powerful. It's the number 2 muscle-preserving food for adults over 60, and it's been shown to improve balance, reduce inflammation, and even help you regain strength in as little as 8 weeks. At number 2, we have one of the most scientifically proven foods for preserving and even rebuilding muscle mass after 60, salmon. Now, most people know salmon is healthy because of its omega-3 fats, but few realize just how powerful it is for muscle regeneration and anti-aging. Salmon provides one of the most complete sources of high-quality protein, along with omega-3 fatty acids like EPA and DHA. nutrients that directly influence how your muscles grow, repair, and resist inflammation. Here's what the science shows. According to a study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, older adults who ate salmon or similar fatty fish at least twice a week experienced a 30% greater increase in muscle protein synthesis compared to those who ate lean meat or plant proteins alone. Why? Because omega-3s act as amplifiers for protein metabolism. They make your muscles more sensitive to the protein you eat, helping your body use it more effectively. Omega-3s also protect your mitochondria, the engines inside your cells that produce energy. When your mitochondria are healthy, your muscles stay active and resistant to fatigue. That's why populations that consume more fatty fish, like those in Norway or Japan, consistently show better muscle function and slower aging. But there's another fascinating layer. The combination of omega-3s and high-quality protein in salmon helps reduce inflammation in muscle tissue, especially after physical activity or long periods of inactivity. This makes it easier for older adults to recover from exercise or simply stay active without soreness or stiffness. If you can, try to choose wild-caught salmon instead of farmed. It tends to have a higher concentration of omega-3s and fewer inflammatory fats. And here's a simple pro tip. Pair it with vitamin D-rich foods or a squeeze of lemon. Vitamin D helps your body absorb those healthy fats more efficiently, and the citrus adds antioxidants that further protect your muscle cells. And even if you're not a fan of fish, you can still get many of the same benefits from other fatty fish like sardines, trout, or mackerel. They all share the same regenerative effect. The bottom line is this: salmon doesn't just feed your muscles, it reprograms them to stay young, efficient, and strong. That's why many longevity experts and nutrition scientists call it one of the most complete anti-aging foods on the planet. And if you thought salmon was impressive, wait until you see what takes the #1 spot, because the next food on this list doesn't just help your body build or protect muscle, it helps reverse the effects of age-related muscle loss altogether. And the science behind it will surprise you. And finally, at #1, the most complete, affordable, and scientifically proven food to rebuild muscle after 60, eggs. Eggs are nature's perfect protein. They contain all 9 essential amino acids in the exact ratio your body needs to repair and build muscle tissue, something no supplement can fully replicate. According to research from the Journal of the American College of Nutrition, adults who consumed whole eggs after exercise had 40% higher muscle protein synthesis than those who only consumed egg whites. That's because the yolk isn't just fat. It's packed with vitamin D, choline, and healthy lipids that activate the muscle repair process. Eggs also contain leucine, one of the key amino acids that acts like a trigger, telling your body to start building new muscle fibers. And because they're easy to digest, your body absorbs that protein efficiently, even as you age. You can eat them boiled, scrambled, or poached. The key is consistency. Just 1 or 2 eggs a day can make a visible difference in strength and energy within a few weeks. So if you were looking for a single food that helps you stay strong, energized, and independent, this is it. Simple, powerful, and backed by science. The humble egg. Now you know, rebuilding muscle after 60 isn't about supplements or complicated diets. It's about giving your body the right fuel nature already designed for you. Foods like lentils, quinoa, avocado, salmon, and even something as simple as eggs. Each one plays a unique role in helping your muscles stay strong, flexible, and full of energy, no matter your age. And the truth is, it's never too late to start. Studies show that even after years of inactivity, your body can still respond. You can still rebuild strength, improve balance, and feel younger again. All it takes is the right choices, made consistently. So, if you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell, because every week we share science-backed strategies to help you stay strong, independent, and full of vitality after 60. Thank you for watching. Take care of your body, keep moving, and remember, You're never too old to get stronger.